Hi everyone, welcome to Bat Thrift Crazy. I'm Joanne. This past Saturday, I had a very leisurely day and I decided to take a chance and go to the Durham Rescue Mission Outlet. And for those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that the Durham Rescue Mission Outlet, or AKA the bins, used to be my go-to place for thrifting. I probably picked up 90% of the things that I thrifted from there. But over the past several months, as far as at least hard goods goes, it had really dried up. But I thought, you know, what the heck, I was by myself Saturday, so I was going to go ahead and give it a try. And then I did some additional thrifting in Durham while I was in the area, and that video has already been posted, and I will link it if you haven't watched that one already at the end of this video in case you missed it. So I did pretty well at the bins. I was really happy. I went with literally no expectations. The weather was really bad. It was a very, very rainy and thunderstormy day here in the Raleigh area. So I went with no expectations. I spent about a little over $9 there. And excuse me, I'm really happy with the things that I brought home. And today, Lewis is front and center here, right underneath the camera, to let us know what Lewis likes out of the things that I picked up. And I did hit the clothing section this time too. Ooh, the little bug flying around in here. Because the hard goods, there wasn't a lot of hard goods, so I thought, as long as I'm here, let me hit up the clothing section. So let me see. Let me start with the hard goods first, and then I'll go on to the clothes. I think this might be the first thing that I found. And this is a very vibrant, I'm going to call it a robin's egg blue bunt pan. This is from Nordic Wear. And I have never done it, but I understand that folks do make pumpkins out of these because of the shape of it. And then they use a piece of twig, well, a thicker one, as the stem of the pumpkin, and then put some greenery around it. But I picked it, I don't plan on doing that with this one, but I picked it up because of the color. I don't think I found one this pretty color before, and it's a smaller one, and I just think it's adorable. And let me see here, let me move this. Okay, Lewis, you got to start checking out what I got so you can figure out what your favorite is. Oh, and for those of you that are new to the channel, what Lewis likes is when I go through everything, I always ask everyone if they would leave a comment down below and let us know what your favorite find was from the thrift haul. I let you know what mine is, and then my cat Lewis, whom a lot of people have really come to love, he kind of goes through things, and then I let you know kind of what Lewis's favorite is from the haul, and I call it Lewis Likes. So he's kind of going through things now. Found this little rolling pin from Rialto, made in Italy. Pick that little one up. I wish there had been more of these. Is this from, oh no, this is Walmart. Holiday garland, 12 feet. This was originally $5.98, so $6. This I'll have to hold on to because this is, I would say, definitely Christmas oriented. Now, I could do one of two things with this, and I've got to think on it. I can either just leave it as it is and try and sell it as the Christmas garland, or I can make the farmhouse bead strands. And it's funny because anytime I have put those up in my booth, they have sold. And I would have thought at this point in kind of decorating that they might have had their time and people would not be looking for them. But they were. Well, they were. Now, I haven't had them in my booth in quite some time, so maybe their time really has passed. I don't know. You guys let me know. Is that something that people still look for, the farmhouse beads? Or are they have they seen their time? So that will help me determine whether or not I should just sell these as they are, or if I should make the farmhouse beads out of them. Because I could make several strands out of that. This little planter I picked up for myself. Now I'm going to have to put a pot inside of this, so I can't just put a plant inside of here. But I thought that was really pretty in the nice warm brown tone I like. This will be going into my stash for when I redo my family room. This, I was really happy to find these. I have a bunch of these in my booth already, but I like to add to them because people do buy them. It takes a little while for them to sell. But these little tart tins, I'm glad I got my glasses here. These are, oh my goodness gracious, even with my glasses it's hard to see. I think you say they are made in France. So there are those. And then these longer rectangular ones made in France. These I don't recall ever seeing that shape before. Oh, these are made in Sweden. So I think people use these not for the actual tart tins themselves, but they use them for, oh my goodness, what are those little things called now? I can't remember. But they'll make little 3D sculptures inside of these, and then they'll also use them just for decorating as they are. These were made in, oh, back on the glasses. That's what, oh, I got fuzzy, bugs and fuzzies, oh my gosh. These were made in France. There's a whole bunch of different ones in this. Made in France. Made in France. I think we have a theme going here. Oh, that's just another one there. And then these little hearts. France again. So that was a fun little bag to find, I thought. Let me see. I think, yep, that was all the hard goods. Then I meandered on to the clothes, and they have, I cannot tell you how many bins of clothes. They're just, I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say they probably have 15 large blue bins of clothes. And then besides those, they have the Gaylords, which are the large square cardboard boxes that sit on top of the wooden pallets. And there must be 10 of those, tons and tons of them. But I picked this up. Italian stone design, genuine leather from the Navarre leather company, extra large. And this needs a little bit of conditioning. And this I thought was very, I think the leather is starting maybe to separate or something back here. See, but look at the red underneath of it. I've never seen that happen with leather before, but you know, I don't deal with a lot of leather anyway, but I thought that was interesting. So I picked that up, and then this jacket is gorgeous. It's in pristine condition. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. Well, maybe I can. Brayatan. This is in beautiful condition, like I said. The only thing I could find on this jacket, I'm going to guess it's a men's. This is a large, it says, made in Vietnam. Oh my goodness, so soft inside. I found them on Poshmark, but all the ones that I could find on Poshmark said that they were vintage. So maybe this isn't made anymore, not sure. Maybe I'll do a little bit more research on it, but this is going up into my booth anyway. But it is in excellent condition. The elastic is perfect. Oh, here comes Lewis. Elastic is perfect on it. That was a great find. And now that we're finally going into some fall weather and into winter, I think that'll sell pretty quickly. Then I got for myself, which I haven't gotten in a very, very long time, a dress. This is from Banana Republic. It does have to be washed. There are a couple of spots on it, which I really, really hope that I can get out. But it's a long, and for me, yep, almost to the floor, button-up dress with a tie belt around it. So it would tie kind of like a sash in the front, and it has pockets, long sleeves, which I love because, you know, I like to cover up this stuff here. And it fits me. It looks half decent on. So like I said, I hope I can get those spots out of it with the OxyClean and that other stuff. And I can't remember what it was that one of you recommended. And I have used on the hanky. And I've tried twice. It did not get the stains out of the hanky, but it might be that the stuff that's on the hanky is just so old that it is not coming out. Now these, oh my goodness, so excited that I found these. First, I found in the bottom of, and I think it was a hard goods bin. It wasn't even a clothing bin that I found this little lady. This vintage glove. I threw it in my cart thinking, okay, this bin has been gone through like a gazillion times. There is no way that the mate to this glove is there. And it was. Oh my goodness. These are beautiful. These gloves are beautiful. I have no doubt, I can't get my fat hand into this because this is vintage, and you know, ladies were just so much tinier back then. I have no doubt that this is hand done. And then what did I find? Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this glove. Holy cow. I don't know if these were opera gloves or gloves they wore going to tea. I have no idea. But look at the lace on these. I hope you're going to be able to make, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? There is not a flaw on either one of them. I am so excited for these gloves. So this just amazes, I mean, this is absolutely amazes me. So happy that I found these. And then I looked through the purse bin, and I thought, you know, the purse bin had been gone through. It was obviously that it had been gone through. And first I came across this, and I peeked inside, and sure enough, it's vintage. I'm not going to be able to show you the tag because it's actually hard to look at, even just to look at. It is handmade in Hong Kong. I showed it to Heidi. She thought it might be a cosmetic bag because it's kind of got a plastic lining on it, but it's in excellent, excellent condition. And then I came across this bag. Showed this to Heidi too because I was thinking, there's no way that this is an actual vintage bag. Nothing wrong with it on the outside. Now the inside, and what is leading me to believe that this is a true vintage bag, is because if you look around here, I think it did have a lining, and it was kind of like a yellow gold lining, but it had been ripped out, because you can see. And then if you also look where it is attached, the chainmail is attached to this frame. See, and there's some more thread where the lining came off. So I think this might be a true vintage bag. And I don't know why somebody didn't pick this up, but thank you for not getting it. So there we are. Oh, and then I went to, let's see, there's a very small, well, relatively small, I call it their retail store because it's not the bins, but I went to one of their very small retail stores, maybe within 2 miles, I'll say, of the bins. I went there, I didn't find anything there. Then I went to their location on Chapel Hill Boulevard in Durham, and I found there this adorable, I think this kitty cat is just so cool. This cat, it's made out of, it's a hollow metal. Don't know what kind of metal this is, but I thought the eyes were really, really cool on this cat. So I picked that up. I am trying really hard to separate the tag that goes on the cat from the price tag, so I can reattach the tag that belongs to the cat to the felt on the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it off or not, but I'm trying. So I got that, and then I found this. Is this cool? It is not only a back scratcher, but it's also a shoehorn. And this is a little bit flexible for when you put it into your, your shoe, and then you slip your heel into it so that you can slip it out a little bit further. It had, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can see with my glasses. Oh yeah, there's a tag on it, but it is really worn out. Yep, there's some kind of tag on it that at one point did say something, but from its use and all, it has been worn off. But I am pretty certain that that is a vintage piece. The best thing about it is that none of the fingers have been broken off. So that is a really cool piece. I was very happy to find this. And they said that they found it in the rafters of the store. That sometimes when the guys that work there find something that is useful to them, like this back scratcher, they will pull it and they'll stick it up in the ceiling tiles, and then they'll pull it out when they need it. So every once in a while, I guess the managers will have to go and pop open the ceiling tiles and reach up there and see what the worker guys have put up there, and then they have to pull it down and put it out on the floor. So the day that I was there, they just happened to have found this up in the ceiling tiles and pulled it out. So I'm glad they found it. I was like, yep, I will take it. So that is everything that I found at the bins and then at their one retail store. So I don't even have to give this any thought at all. My favorite from today's haul are these gloves. I think they're amazing. Love them, love them, love them. Lewis has already popped down and don't know where he went, but before he popped down, he did quite a bit of sniffing around, and Lewis likes the bag of the Tarte tins. So that was Lewis's favorite from today's haul. And then if you would, go ahead in the comment section down below, let us all know what your favorite find was from everything that I showed you from the Durham Rescue Mission bins and from one of their retail stores. So I do hope you enjoyed today's haul. If you did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and make sure that you share today's video with other people that you know enjoy hauls. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that all notifications bell, because I will have some more videos coming up for you. I know I have one that I am getting ready to record from an estate sale that I went to almost 2 weeks ago with my daughter that ended poorly with me ending up getting bit by a bunch of, not bees, but ants after I stepped into their ant pile. And I'm still suffering almost 2 weeks later from the ant bites. Anyway, that's another story for another time. So I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you in my next video. And until then, everyone, please take very, very good care of yourselves. And bye for now.